Viva Josh Jacobs. Yeah, that's right. We're talking Las Vegas running back Josh Jacobs, right? And I think this guy's great, right? He's a really good running back. Very good power, very good contact balance. He's like a bulkier, more upright running version of Kareem Hunt. Kareem Hunt's a little bit more of the squatty potty kind of guy, a little bit hard, kind of weeble wobble, but they don't fall down kind of guy. Josh Jacobs reminds me a little bit more of David Johnson, a little bit slower of a version. He's got great bursts, very good power, very good contact balance, very good ability to catch out of the backfield. He just doesn't have that elite long speed of David Johnson. And, that's an elite power trait. You don't have to have that. He's the guy who will keep the trains running on time. The problem is the train that he's running on might be running out of gas. He's going from having Trent Brown, Gabe Jackson, Rodney Hudson, Colton Miller, and Richie Incognito as his offensive line, along with some other pieces as backups there. Now, Gabe Jackson traded away, Rodney Hudson traded away, Trent Brown traded away. Colton Miller did get an extension. Richie Incognito's back on a discount deal. But now you have Nick Martin, who they signed from the Texans. Andre James, who's an in-house replacement. You have Denzel Good, who they brought back, who I think played pretty solid in some spot starts last year. They drafted Alex Leatherwood, a guy who I kind of like in the draft, but a lot of people thought was overdrafted. I'm not putting too much stock into that. Rookie offensive lineman, it might take a little bit of a learning curve here for Alex Leatherwood. So overall, we went from an offensive line that looked like it was very good on paper, possibly top 10 to even top 5 on paper, to maybe an average to slightly below average offensive line at best. Because, again, there's a lot of pieces there that are, again, more average pieces. And it's not an elite offensive line anymore. They also signed Kenyon Drake in the offseason. If you looked last year, it seemed like Josh Jacobs got nicked up a little bit, and he started losing some snaps here or there, especially in the pass-catching element of his game. If you're in a PPR league, you might think about that, and you might go, well, wait a second. Kenyon Drake's in here. Are they going to be rotating him? What's the usage? What's the snap usage? So, again, RB8 last year for some leagues, give or take. I had him as RB7 in my ranks last year. I don't think his prognosis is better than it was last year. I think the situation was better last year. So going into 2021, I'm a little bit more worried. I feel like maybe his ceiling is a top 10 running back. And there's I think he's got an okay floor, but he still worries me just quite a bit for 2021.